Hey buddies, SomeNutzGuy here. Hope you're having an awesome day so far. In this video, we're going to be talking all about the plains biome. It's going to be your all-in-one guide to surviving the plains. Now, the plains are dangerous. It's the current sort of endgame biome with some of the strongest creatures in the game, and I got totally debated. The first time I found a plains in my playthrough, I was like, oh nice, I was on a long voyage, and I was like, oh nice, a plains. Maybe I'll set up a little interim base here. You know, plains are usually chill biomes in games, right? No, not in this game. There's lots of stuff here that wants to kill you, and we're going to show you some of that stuff as well as some of the resources that you can gain from being here. And well, it's not really a dungeon, but it's the sort of event or point of interest, I suppose, for this biome. Alrighty, let's go. Alrighty, so we're going to be starting off with the creatures that you can face in the plains, and we're immediately being attacked by some of the worst things in the plains. Not necessarily the hardest to beat by any means, but just they're so unbelievably annoying. Death Skeeto are very strong. You know, when you first get here, they hit very hard. They're very squishy. And you know, if you time your strike as they're charging you like that, you can melee them without taking damage. They aren't very squishy, so pretty much anything will one-shot them, but they may one-shot you or two-shot you as soon as you arrive to the plains. So just the first time you arrive to the plains, move carefully, move slowly, check around, make sure you've got no Death Skeeto flying around where you want to go. They've got quite a long aggro range, even after it was debuffed, it was nerfed. So yeah, they're very much a pain in the butt. Easily dealt with if you know what you're doing, but if you don't, they can really be a pain in the butt. We also have fueling, the little goblin dudes. We'll talk more about them in just a bit because they actually have villages here, which you'll need to know about. It's like the dungeon or point of interest for this particular location. Fueling hit pretty hard. They have a good amount of health. There's a couple different varieties. There's melee and there's spear throwers. There's also brutes, which I'll show you. They're not the hardest to beat. They're quite tanky. They're quite slow. But they can hit pretty hard as well. Getting caught by like a 1-star fueling, even now, could put me in a bad situation. We've got locks here. Locks are like big buffalo bison type dealios. Farming these guys is good. They're extremely slow. They're easy to beat. They've just got a 4-ton of health. And again, they do hit very hard if you let them hit you. But they're very easy to avoid being hit. The Lox meat is a prerequisite for some of the best food in the game. And Lox meat, literally just cooked Lox meat, is really, really good. They drop 4 each, I believe. So definitely worth, you know, taking some time farming up a few of these. You'll also be able to make a better rug and a better cape out of their pelt. So Lox is good to farm up. They're really easy. Just don't get too close and don't get hit by their stomping. In plains, you'll find Goblin Villages. Now, these are the sort of key areas, the point of interest for the plains. And here you'll get a variety of different types of goblins. You'll have the standard variants, which have sort of clubs or shields. Some of them have torches as the weapon, which will light you on fire. You've also got the ranged ones, which will throw spears at you. And then you've got these fueling shaman, which are exclusive to the villages, I believe. The shamans themselves aren't that bad. They have this ability, which you've just seen, which casts a shield spell on all of the fuelings that would have been within that circle. Have a shield cast on them, which takes a couple of hits to remove the shield, so it just makes them a little bit extra tanky. They do also have some kind of a ranged attack there, which you've just seen. Doesn't hit that hard, I don't believe. These guys themselves aren't that much of a trouble. They're more of a support unit that gives shields and provides a little bit of a backup ranged. Then you've got the fueling Berserkers, who, as you've seen, go a little bit crazy. So that was a 3-strike combo. He also has a single standard sweeping strike there. Both are easily dodged. In fact, the triple combo is really nice because if he gets caught in that combo and you get away, he'll just stand still for a while. So bam, bam, bam. And if you're just fighting just him and not running away from all these guys, you can shoot him down while he's doing that. Best way to do these is not the way that I've done it and just yeet yourself in and pull the entire crowd. You can stay at a fairly far distance and snipe them sort of one by one. So, you know, if you had, ignore these guys, imagine I just had this guy here close to the camp, I'd hit him, he would come try and attack me, and I can deal with him, or maybe he might pull 1 or 2 others, and I can deal with them all separately. Now, as you can see, if you get in a tense situation, you then get swarmed by death skeetos. The plains, you want to be managing your environment at all times, because if you end up in a really tense spot when you're getting chased by some goblins, and then some death skeetos get involved, that could end really badly for you. You can't really outrun these guys. I mean, look at this, he's so fast. But you can time dodges and jumps to avoid their attacks. So I realize that this last section has been a little bit chaotic, but I think that's gone through the majority of the enemies that you'll face in the plains, how you can potentially deal with them. So let's now move on to the different resources that you'll be looking to gain while you're in the plains. Alrighty. So the plains are the best biome for getting fine wood. All of the trees in the plains are birch trees. All of them will give you fine wood. So if you need to farm up a bunch of fine wood, this is the place to be. Although you just need to be wary of all the stuff that wants to murder you. You also get cloudberries here, which can be used for a number of different things, different foods, and different bits and pieces. So definitely worth gathering a fair few of these. Now, in these biomes, you're also looking to gain flax and barley. Flax and barley are some key components required to make some of the endgame food, and these will be gained. Excuse me, Mr. Duskeeta. These will be gained from the Goblin Villages that we've just had a look at. We're going to pop into this Goblin Village. We're actually just going to use our kill command to remove these guys so we can show you what's in here. Kaboom! Goodbye, everybody. Alright, so you've got barley. You can farm it from their farms here, and then you can go farm it in your own farm, of course. We've got chests that will have various things in them. Now you've got death skeeto needles. These are dropped by death skeetos. And you've got black metal scrap. The death skeeto needles are used for different types of arrows and whatnot. And the black metal scrap is used for some of the end game weapons and tools. There is no current armor for black metal yet. But the weapons that are crafted with them are very, very good. So you want to get your black metal here. You also get your fuggling trophies or your fueling trophies. You get trophies. And the chests will have certain elements in them. Oh, you got a sharpening stone here. Interesting. So a sharpening stone is required for one of the forge upgrades, and it can be crafted at the stonemason table, whatever that's exactly called. But I've just found one in a chest, so that's interesting. Now you'll also find here the totems. These totems are required to summon the last boss, and not every village will have one of these. I've just found barley here. I didn't find flax, I don't think, but another village that I would want to go to would probably have flax. It'll look very similar to the barley in these little crop areas, and essentially that's all the stuff that you'll be needing from these villages. Alrighty, that's it for the plains. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more content like this, consider subscribing. I've been playing a lot of Valheim on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/SomeNutzGuy. It would be great to see some of you guys there. We go live at 1 o'clock almost every single day. It should be every day, but we've actually been taking a few sporadic days off recently to get a lot of these videos done. And yeah, man, it would be great to see some of you guys there. Link is in the description below. Regardless, though, I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day. Take care.